Today we're diving deep into the world of computer hardware to uncover the secrets of a small, often overlooked component, the BIOS battery. Don't worry, you don't need to be a tech whiz to understand this. We're going to break it down in simple terms. The BIOS battery, also known as the CMOS battery, is a coin-shaped battery found on your computer's motherboard. It's a crucial component that keeps your computer's BIOS settings intact. It's usually a CR2032 battery, the kind you might find in watches and calculators. This tiny powerhouse ensures that your computer remembers important settings like the system time and hardware configurations. You know, that big flat motherboard with all the circuits and stuff? Well, without this little battery, your computer would forget these settings every time you turn it off. Yeah, that's where it lives. So next time you open up your computer, take a moment to appreciate this tiny but mighty component that keeps everything running smoothly. Okay, so it's a battery. Big deal, right? You might think it's just another component that you can ignore. Wrong! This little guy plays a vital role in keeping your computer running smoothly. Without it, your computer would lose important settings every time you turn it off. Think of it as the backup power source for your computer's memory. It ensures that your computer's BIOS settings are preserved. The BIOS, or Basic Input-Output System, is a tiny program that tells your computer how to boot up and do basic stuff. It's like the brain of your computer, guiding it through the startup process. The BIOS battery makes sure the BIOS remembers important settings, even when your computer is unplugged. Without this battery, you'd have to reconfigure your BIOS settings every time you power on your computer. What kind of settings? Well, it remembers the date and time, your hardware configurations, and other essential settings that keep your computer running efficiently, and even your boot order. This means it knows which device to boot from first, whether it's your hard drive, SSD, or even a USB stick. So next time you see that tiny battery, remember it's doing a big job. Now, like any battery, your BIOS battery can run out of juice. How do you know if it's time for a replacement? Well, there are a few telltale signs. If your computer's clock keeps resetting to the wrong date and time, that's a big red flag. You might also see error messages during boot up like CMOS checksum error or CMOS battery low. Sometimes you might experience random system instability or loss of BIOS settings, which can be super frustrating. Section 4. Time for a swap, replacing your BIOS battery. In this section, we'll guide you through the simple steps to replace your BIOS battery, ensuring your computer's settings are always saved. Don't worry, replacing the BIOS battery is a pretty straightforward process. Even if you're not a tech expert, you can do it with ease and confidence. First things first, turn off your computer and unplug it from the power outlet. This is crucial to avoid any electrical hazards and to ensure your safety while working inside the computer. Next, locate the battery on your motherboard. It might be a bit tricky to find if you're not familiar with the layout, but it's usually near the center or the edge of the motherboard. It's usually a shiny silver coin-shaped battery. This is the BIOS battery, often a CR2032 model, which is quite common in most desktop computers. Gently pry it out with your fingernail or a non-metallic tool. Be careful not to use metal tools as they can cause a short circuit or damage the motherboard. Make sure you note its orientation. The positive side, usually marked with a plus sign, should be facing up. Now, pop in the new CR2032 battery, making sure it's facing the right way. Press it gently into place until it clicks, and that's it. You've successfully replaced your BIOS battery. Close up your computer, plug it back in, and you're good to go. Your computer should now retain its settings even when powered off. Great job! Section 5, a word of caution. Hold on. Before you go digging around in your computer, a word of caution. Static electricity can damage sensitive electronic components, so it's crucial to ground yourself before handling the battery or any other internal parts. You can do this by touching a metal object or wearing an anti-static wrist strap. And remember, if you're not comfortable messing around inside your computer, it's always best to consult a professional. Section 6. A small battery, a big impact. So there you have it, the BIOS battery, small but mighty. It may seem insignificant, but this little guy plays a crucial role in keeping your computer running smoothly. By remembering your BIOS settings and ensuring a smooth boot process, it contributes to your overall computing experience. So next time you power up your computer, take a moment to appreciate the humble BIOS battery. It's the unsung hero of your PC. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech tips and insights. and let me know in the comments below.